I go by my full name, which is Robin, and my maiden name, which is Bennett Kanarek, Robin Bennett Kanarek. I've been an RN for 45 years. I am the president of the Kanarek Family Foundation, which is a foundation my husband and I started in 2006 to promote palliative care for anyone with a serious illness, primarily focusing on educating healthcare professionals. And that really is the goal because they'll disseminate all the information. And so that's how I identify myself. I really, as a nurse, I've always had a love-hate relationship with nursing. It's a really tough occupation to be in. Well, any occupation in healthcare is difficult right now, but it is, nursing has always been a challenge. And from the time I graduated, there was always a nursing shortage, and I don't think it'll ever change. But I have to tell you, it's probably the best choice of a career that I chose. I am so grateful for my nursing background. And I met a nursing professor at Fairfield University, which is where I had gone to nursing school. And I wanted to do something in David's memory. I wanted to educate nurses. But at that point, adolescent oncology was just starting in the US, where the UK was way ahead of us. And so this professor said, why don't you focus on palliative care? I think everything that you feel David was lacking, which is mostly psychosocial and spiritual. Those were the areas where I just didn't feel David got the attention they should have, or us should have gotten. So that's why I started, when she told me this, I started saying, okay, this is what I'm going to read about. I'm going to learn about this. And it really was pivotal because that's exactly what David needed. And when I saw that, I said, okay, this is the direction I'm going to go. Prior to David's illness, I dealt with chronic illness. I dealt with diabetes, spinal cord injury, stroke, cardiac disease. I mean, that was what I did. And because I really liked establishing a rapport with the patient. And the two areas in healthcare I did not want to go in, and I knew this very early on in my career, was pediatrics and oncology. And look what life threw me. The two things I dreaded are what came to me. And so I figured, okay, then I've got to take this and I've got to learn everything that there is to know so I can take care of my son. And I wished he had all this provided to him, but it wasn't. He had great medical care, but there's a whole other aspect of care that he suffered from.